Hello and welcome to the Fairy Coach Tarot YouTube channel. So today I have a healing video for you using the tarot. All right, so these are weekly videos that I do in between the weekly energy reads that we always do. And right now we're focusing on the chakras. And today we are going to talk about the sacral chakra and how to work with it using tarot. All right. So we are going to work intentionally with specific cards that resonate with the emotional, creative, and sensual qualities of this beautiful energy center. Whether you're feeling emotionally blocked or creatively stuck, as well as disconnected from what brings you joy or pleasure, this practice will be for you. So let's start by taking a deep breath together to settle in and begin. So let's take a deep breath in, hold it at the top, and exhale. So let's talk a little bit about the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra rests just below the navel and is all about flow. It's where your emotions live, where your creativity is born, and where you experience the pleasure of really being alive. It connects with the element of water. It's represented by the color orange, and its energy is receptive, sensual, and imaginative. All right. So when this chakra is blocked, we can feel emotionally shut down or overwhelmed. We may also experience guilt about desire or pleasure. We can feel disconnected from joy, beauty, and feel that we're not inspired creatively, right? So today we will look at 7 tarot cards that hold the frequency of a healthy, flowing sacral chakra. And I will guide you through practices to do with each card, all right? So let's begin with the beautiful Empress, all right? So the Empress symbolizes or embodies feminine energy, sensuality, fertility, and creative abundance. So, one practice to do with this card is sit with the card and place it over your womb or lower belly. All right, so you place this card right below the navel where the sacral chakra is, and you will close your eyes and breathe into this area, imagining orange light swirling there, right? And then you can use an affirmation such as, I'm worthy of pleasure and creativity, right? So I'm worthy of pleasure and creativity. So using the Empress as part of that anchor for doing this energy self-healing ritual, right? Now, let's look at another card that can work with the sacral chakra, and that is the Ace of Cups. So, why would we use this card? So, it's a pure emotional opening, right? So tears, joy, intimacy. This is your heart pouring into your sacral center, right? And the practice to do would be to meditate on this card while placing a hand on your heart and one on your belly. So you would place you would make sure you visualize the card or have it placed in front of you, and then have a hand on your heart and one on your belly, and do a meditation looking at the card, or if you prefer to visualize it before and then close your eyes. Another exercise we can do with this card would be to journal, right? So place it in front of you and then journal. And the journaling prompt for this card would be, what emotions have I not given myself permission to feel? So, what emotions have I not given myself permission to feel? Now, let's look at a third card to work with for your sacral chakra, and that is the beautiful and intuitive and sensitive Queen of Cups, right? So, why would we work with this card? Because this queen is emotionally wise, right? She's intuitive, nurturing. She teaches us to hold our own feelings with tenderness, so to be compassionate to ourselves. She's understanding, right? And how we would work with this card would be by doing mirror work, okay? So hold the card and look into your eyes in a mirror, right? So you can go to the mirror and just hold this card, and then do also an affirmation. Mirror work is a wonderful practice. Sometimes it's hard because we need to look into our eyes while we talk to ourselves, and that can bring all types of feelings and emotions up because we're not used to talking to ourselves with the same compassion and tenderness as we sometimes talk to others. So while holding this card and looking into your eyes in the mirror, you would say an affirmation such as, I honor my emotional depth. I am safe to feel. So again, I honor my emotional depth. I am safe to feel. All right. So I hope you're enjoying these cards and these different practices that we can do with these cards. If you are enjoying this video and you want more healing videos with tarot, please remember to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also write in your comments your experiences doing this meditation and self energy healing techniques. And also, please request videos or healing videos or tarot videos that you would like me to do, because I think that tarot is such a versatile tool, and it doesn't only it can be used both predictive and prescriptive. So it tells us about the energies that are at play. It can help us with manifesting and attracting or creating the life we want, but it also can help us heal. So let's look at the fourth card that I have for you today, and that is the Page of Cups. So why are we choosing this card? Because of the innocence, the creativity, also the playfulness and romantic daydreaming of that this page brings, right? So it's kind of saying it's kind of our inner child here, right? So what practice are we going to do with this card? So drawing or painting with no goal, just for fun. So painting or drawing can be such a wonderful healing practice to do, and you don't have to be a great artist or to draw in a certain way. No, it's just for fun. So drawing or painting with no goal, right? And using the color orange or peach, or peach, and and listening to music that evokes that childful play in you, right? So you can have this card in front of you, and you can either paint your version of these cards or draw it, right? Or just, like I said, drawing and painting with no goal, by having this card remind you of that childful energy. So the emotions of joy and childlike play. Now, let's look at the fifth card for today. And it's one of my favorite cards. It's such a love card, and that's the Two of Cups. And the reason why we would be using this card for the sacral chakra is because the sacred connection, right? This is a sacred connection. So it's about healthy emotional exchange, intimacy, and trust, right? And the way we would work with this card is sit with this card and write a love letter to yourself. We are so focused sometimes on how we love others or the love we give to others, and sometimes even we focus on the love that others give to us. But what about this sacred relationship that we have to ourselves? So, writing a love letter to yourself, right? Or visualize yourself in a relationship where you feel seen, safe, and cherished. That's another thing that you can do, while meditating on this card. So, using this card, as I said, to write a love letter to yourself and think about this sacred connection, but the love that you have for yourself, the love that you give to yourself, and the love that emanates out of yourself, right? And also, as I said, visualize, use it for a visualization exercise, and look at this connection that they have, right? It's like the perfect connection between two people. They feel seen, safe, and cherished. So that's another exercise we can do. Now we move to the Knight of Cups, this handsome knight, right? And the reason why we would use this card to work with the sacral chakra is because he's the seeker of beauty, right? Of love. He reminds us about romance and how to romance our own life. And practices to do with this card is take yourself on a romantic date, go to a museum, go out to eat, uh, create a ritual with rose petals in your bath, right? And have this card over there reminding you of romance, but in this type is how to take yourself on the dates you would like. So instead of waiting for the perfect person or for somebody you're in a relationship with to take you on a certain date, take yourself out on a date, right? And one journaling prompt that you can do with this card is, how can I bring more romance and beauty into my days? Right? So, again, we always focus on romance with another person. How about doing these beautiful things for ourselves? So, again, the journaling prompt for this card would be, how can I bring more romance and beauty into my days? And let's go with the last card. Again, a beautiful card that can have so many different meanings and bring different emotions to us. And this is the moon, the amplifier, right? And the main reason why I would recommend this card to work with the sacral chakra is because this is about the subconscious intuition and the emotional tides, right? This is your connection to the sacred mystery of being, a feeling of being, right? And this is a great card to meditate with. And even better if you can meditate, do a meditation practice during the full moon night, right? And also journal your dreams, right? So ask your sacral chakra, what do you need from me? And even putting this card under your pillow on a full moon night, right? And see what dreams come up, and then in the morning journaling about it, right? So these cards are not just symbols, they are mirrors, guides, companions, and working with them slowly, day by day or week by week, will awaken your sacral chakra with tenderness and grace. Remember, healing doesn't have to be hard. It can be soft, creative, and joyful. And the tarot is a wonderful companion for that. Um, so let's do an exercise together. And right now, place your hands on your lower belly, right? So we're going to place our hands on the lower belly and say with me, I welcome the flow of love, pleasure, and creativity into my life. I welcome the flow of love, pleasure, and creativity into my life. I hope you enjoyed this. If you found this video helpful, please give me that thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with someone on their healing journey. Also, let me know in the comments which card are you working with right now, which exercise resonated more with you. All right, until next time, stay gentle, stay wise, and may your creativity flow like a river. Brightest blessings. Bye.